Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we have an exciting topic to dive into.
Hey everyone! Today we're going to tackle a really powerful framework that'll bring some serious clarity to your trading. It's all about something called top-down analysis, and trust me, by the end of this, you'll have a complete blueprint to make it your own. You know that feeling, right? Where you're just staring at your screen, totally stuck, because the 5-minute chart is screaming sell, but the hourly chart looks like it's about to take off. Yeah, that's called analysis paralysis, and it is just incredibly frustrating. Well, the way out of that mess is to think about it differently. It's a great analogy, really. Stop seeing these time frames as fighting each other and start treating them like a map. And this map, this is the heart of top-down analysis. It's the system that lets you navigate the market, from that big satellite view all the way down to a specific street address without ever getting lost. So what exactly is top-down analysis? Well, it's a super simple but really powerful method. You start with a big picture, the long-term charts, to figure out which way the market is generally heading. Only then do you zoom in to pinpoint your perfect entry. And this whole thing, it really comes down to one fundamental rule. If you remember nothing else, remember this. The big picture always dictates the small picture. Long-term trends are always going to overpower that short-term noise. Don't forget that. Okay, that's the theory, but how do we actually do this? Let's break down the step-by-step workflow that's going to take you from that satellite view right down to your trade execution. So, this journey has 3 main steps. First, we have the anchor. That's our big picture view. Then, we get the context to confirm our idea. And finally, we have the execution, which is all about timing our trade. Let's dive into each one. All right, let's start at the top. Step 1, the anchor. The only reason we're looking at the daily or weekly chart here is to do 2 things. Figure out the dominant, overwhelming trend and find those major, super important price zones. And this leads to a really critical rule. When you find one of these major levels, like a low that hasn't been broken in months, you have to treat it like a hard wall. What that means is, if the price is sitting on a major support wall, your brain has to switch into a buy-only mode for the day. Seriously, no exception. Next up, step 2 is the context. We usually find this on the 1-hour or 4-hour chart. Think of it like a bridge. Its job is to show us the market's current story inside of that bigger picture we just saw. So here's the key. This step is all about confirming what you saw in step 1. If your daily chart is sitting on that hard wall of support, what you want to see here on the 4-hour chart is the beginning of higher highs. That's your signal that your big picture idea is on the right track. And finally, we zoom all the way in for step 3, the execution. This is where we use those small time frames, like the 5 or 15-minute charts, for one thing and one thing only, getting our timing just right. Now this step takes some real discipline. You're waiting for your specific entry signal, like a bounce or a candle pattern, but, and this is a big but, you only pull the trigger if it lines up with your bias from step 1. So, if step 1 told you buy only, and you see a perfect sell signal here, you do nothing. You just skip the trade. It's that simple. You know, this whole philosophy can be boiled down to a simple hierarchy, like a chain of command. The daily chart, that's the trend. It has the highest authority and overrules everything else. The 4-hour chart shows the current pattern, and the 15-minute chart, that's just the trigger, and it has the lowest authority of them all. Okay, so theory is one thing, but let's see how this blueprint actually works in the real world. We're going to use the Nifty 50 index for a quick case study. So we start with step 1, the anchor. Looking at the daily chart, we spot a major support level right at 25,100. This is a price where the market has bounced hard multiple times before. So for us, this is our hard wall. And just like that, because we've found that powerful daily support level, our entire mission for the day is set. It's written in stone. We are only looking for a reason to buy. Every single sell signal we see today, we're just going to ignore it. Think about that. This one decision just cut through 50% of the market noise. All right, now for step 2, the context. We zoom into the 1-hour chart, and we see there's a bit of minor resistance, a sort of ceiling, at 25,250. So now we have this clearly defined trading box with the daily floor below us and the hourly ceiling above us. And that brings us to step 3, the execution. Once the price drifts down and tests our daily support level, we zoom into the 15-minute chart. Now we're just waiting for a clear confirmation candle to tell us it's go time. Our entry, our stop loss, and our target are all planned out with precision, using the key levels we've already found.
And what was the outcome? Well, by following this map, you weren't even tempted to short at that minor hourly resistance. Why? Because you knew, with confidence, that the major daily support was the much bigger, stronger force at play.
This brings us to maybe the single most important habit you need to build to make this whole strategy work. This is the real secret to finally getting rid of that confusion.
And the rule is just this. Never, ever, ever look at the 15-minute chart first. Think about it. If you start small, every little wiggle on the chart looks like a huge move. But if you start big, you already have the context. You know that what looks like a scary drop on the 15-minute chart might just be a small, healthy dip into a massive daily buy zone.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about in your own trading. By starting with the big picture, you can finally answer with total confidence a really important question. Are you trading with the powerful current of the market, or are you trying to fight against it?
இந்த வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்ததுன்னா லைக் பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க, சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்க. Thank you for watching.